So today we open the new clinical trials component of the Zero Childhood Cancer Initiative. It is about giving each child the chance at a full life. This is history in the making, big history, real history, important history. It puts everything else into the pale of insignificance in my mind. I want to thank all of those involved, our extraordinary medical researchers, and to officially launch and commence the Zero Childhood Cancer Initiative Clinical Trials Program.
So I think today what we're seeing is a change, a new era in how we look after children with aggressive cancers, including aggressive brain tumours. And the reason for that is we're opening this trial nationally, where we will be giving every child with a brain tumour that has a low chance of cure the chance of accessing this cutting edge technology where we can analyse that tumour, do a thorough genomic analysis, do drug screening on the tumour, and really look for genetic changes or drug therapies that we may not have previously thought of that may be particularly active on that child's tumour. And so what we're really looking for is new treatments and new hope and new options where previously we may not have had any. Working as a doctor for children with cancer, there's no greater feeling than being able to help them and tell a parent, yes, we have a good treatment and your child has a good chance of cure. And conversely, there's no worse feeling and no more difficult conversation than to say, we don't have any treatment options. And for some brain tumours, that happens on day one. So we still have children diagnosed today who on the first day we see their parents, we have to tell them, your child has an incurable tumour. We don't have any effective treatment options. And I guess it's almost selfish. I really want to have as few of those conversations as possible. And what I'm hoping is that this program will really change that. And whereas previously you might have said, no, we don't have any options, we'll now say, well, actually, we do have options. We can do this testing on your tumour. We can see if we can come up with any novel therapies, and we may be able to change the paradigm for those children. We had a patient just a few months ago, a little girl who had an aggressive brain tumour. She'd had surgery, she'd had chemotherapy, she'd had radiation therapy, and all of that had failed, and her tumour was growing rapidly. And through this program, through this genetic analysis, we actually found a rare genetic change within that tumour. But not only that, there was a new drug that's been developed that specifically switches off that gene. And it's still very new. It had actually never been tested in brain tumours that have this genetic change, but this was an emergency. This was a child who had no other treatment options, who had a rapidly progressive tumour. So we managed to get hold of the drug. In fact, she's one of the first children in the world to actually receive this drug. And I think every time you try something new as a clinician, as the doctor, you've got to be hopeful. You've got to be optimistic. Maybe this will make a difference. Maybe this will be the new treatment that we're looking for this child. And in this case, it's still early days, but we've actually seen a dramatic improvement. She's gone from not being able to walk at all to walking and even dancing when she came into clinic. She's gone from not talking to actually speaking more than she's ever been able to speak before. So this is exactly what we've been hoping for and looking for. And as I said, while it's still very early days, this is really what's driving us, to be able to see and hope and make a difference for these children.
The early funding to establish this program has been absolutely critical. 3 years ago, this was just a promise. Partners like Cure Brain Cancer Foundation came to the table, funded 2 scientists, funded the genetic testing and the testing platform for the brain cancer kids. This is the funding that's given us the preliminary data that gives us the confidence and the ability to set up this program so that we hear today that there's a child with a refractory brain tumour that was near death's door, and we're now able to provide the information that's given that child a targeted treatment that's already showing benefit.
So the support we've had from Cure Brain Cancer Foundation and from other charities is absolutely critical to get a novel, exciting breakthrough technology like this off the ground. When you first come up with these ideas, you've got to prove that you can actually do it before you can get the government and other grants in to support it. And so the only way we can do that is with donations from charities and other groups who have the same goals and the same dreams and aspirations that we do. So the only way we've been able to get to where we are today is through the support of charities like the Cure Brain Cancer Foundation.